Hey everybody, it's Melly Starz here, and this week we have with us Kevin from Young and Educated. So how are you, Kevin, first off?
Good, how are you doing?
I'm pretty good. So tell me a little bit about yourself, and then tell me how your role in the group.
Well, my name is Kevin, and I manage Young and Educated. I also do a little rapping. Basically what happened was JT the Jester, one of the artists in Young and Educated, we've known each other for quite some time. We were in a group before YNE called KID that kind of fell apart, and in April of 2011 I decided that we had the talent to basically like go farther with music, so we started YNE, and it kind of just took off from there. Added a few members, and now we're planning on releasing the mixtape.
Nice. So where does everybody fall into place when it comes to the group? How does it all mesh together?
To me, everybody in the group is an equal. Everybody has a say in what we do. We got Element, Kavai, JT, myself, Bastion, and Kenza. Kenza's the only female in the group. She's a singer. Bastion's a singer and a rapper. I think he's probably one of the more talented people in South Florida, just because he's so versatile with what he can do. And I feel like when it comes to music, we've got some of the most talented people down in this area, at least, if not farther.
So what genre of music do you guys put out there?
We do hip hop and R&B, because we do have the two singers. You're gonna see a little bit of both on the mixtape. There's gonna be some songs with just singing, there's gonna be some songs with just rapping, there's gonna be some songs with both of them mixed in together. So it's gonna really show what we can do as a group.
Yeah, definitely. You sent me a couple of tracks, and I heard, so I already saw a little bit of the mixing. It was, some of it was R&B-ish, or had a little bit of singing, and then there was a little rapping. So I was like, I saw the versatility through the music when I got that little sneak peek before anybody else. So
right
here first. So what current work do you have out there, and have you guys already done?
Element already has 2 mixtapes out. Overdue was his first mixtape, and On Time was the most recent mixtape. JT has out The Justice Court, and Kavai has released a couple songs here and there. He's working on his mixtape now. Bastion's also working on the mixtape. He's also released a couple songs. He's also on JT's mixtape, and you can go check those out on Hot New Hip Hop. Just search the title, Overdue and On Time for Element, and The Justice Court. Yeah. No, I'm sorry, The Justice Ticket.
So it looks like you guys got a lot of work under your belt out there. So I know you have the mixtape dropping soon, but aside from that, what else do you guys have planned for the future?
We got the mixtape on the 26th. February 26th is supposed to drop. It's called The Mind of a Young and Educated. Other than that, Kavai is currently working on his mixtape, The Application. And JT, I said The Justice Court because JT has been planning on releasing The Justice Court, but ended up releasing The Justice Ticket first. So yeah, that should be coming out. JT's actually currently in the Air Force, so he's actually coming back down next month. So we're all excited for him to come back and try and work on some more music before he leaves again.
Yeah, definitely. I've seen him in the studio, and I saw him before he left. So, and then I heard that he was gone. I was like, no. But yeah. I'm excited that he's gonna be back soon, and he'll get right back to it. We all know that.
Yeah, of course.
So, is there any people that you guys specifically want to work with, like you just are dying to work with? I mean, famous or not famous doesn't really matter. Just anybody that you're like, hey, I want to work with them.
I know Element would love to work with Nas. I mean, myself, I'd love to work with somebody like a Kanye, Jay-Z.
the top.
Especially Jay-Z, just because as like the CEO of the company, I know Jay-Z just because he's not just a rapper, he's a businessman. So I wanna be something like that. You know, I don't want to be just somebody who just makes music. I want to be able to take it further than that.
Yeah, you want to be able to see every aspect of it.
Right.
See how everything works. Definitely. So where do you say that you guys would get your inspiration from? I know it's a lot of people, but
yeah,
maybe just a little taste of where it comes from.
As I said, Element, probably Nas, Kanye for Element. I mean, myself, I'm a big Biggie fan, and Jay-Z, just because I'm from Brooklyn originally. So,
of course, we see with the hat.
But yeah, so Jay-Z and Biggie are probably my two favorite rappers. Just because I gotta stay loyal to where I'm from. So
of course, always.
Besides that, I know JT loves J. Cole as well. I love J. Cole also. So I'd say, but yeah, you know, that's really don't know like who else.
Yeah.
Who else? Just the legends, you know. We look at like people like Biggie and Tupac and people like that. You know, I know it's cliche, but you know, I feel like that's who everybody gets inspired by, especially in this generation.
Definitely.
You have to, you look at the greats. You get inspired by that.
Most people do get inspired. I hear it over and over again. Biggie and Tupac. Biggie and Tupac. And that's how you know they're great, because if every single person is inspired by them, you know you did good.
Exactly. It's not like you're just saying it just to say it. You know, those are just like two legends. You know, probably the two greatest rappers of all time, and you know,
they're always gonna go down in history
exactly.
forever. It's just
everybody's gonna follow them, and somebody like a Jay-Z and Nas. You know, those are just, you know, the guys that put out the best work constantly and consistently. So,
but at the end of the day, you know that they stemmed from, their inspiration stemmed from Tupac and Biggie. Right. It always comes back down to them too, no matter what. Honestly, that's how I see it, because like I said, everybody tells me the same thing, so I already know. Like I said, I know this is hard because you're representing for the whole group, but do you know how anybody got their stage names specifically, or is that a little bit more like you're not really sure?
I know JT, just because I've known JT for a while. I consider all the members in the group like my brother, and Kenza like my sister. But I mean, Sebastian, his name is Sebastian, so he got a stage name from his name. JT, actually, he got it from a book that he read called The Jester, and the character in the book that was the Jester, JT felt like it resembled him so much, so he became JT the Jester. And Kavai, his name is actually something. I don't remember exactly what it is in another language. I want to say it's in Arabic, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
Yeah, it sounded something.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was researching everybody, that name stuck out, because I was like, I know that's not something from here, but I'm like, I'm not sure if it's like a mixture of something or if it's from somewhere else. I wasn't sure about that one, but you can tell it's unique. Definitely.
Yeah.
Back to the main reason why you're here is obviously to promote the mixtape. Yeah. It's coming out next week, the week after, on the I know it's the 26th.
Yeah, it's a week from today actually. Today's the 19th.
Yeah, the 19th. I mean, it's not gonna be the video won't be out today, but
yeah, the 26th. The mixtape will drop February 26th.
So tell me a little bit about the mixtape, even though like I said, I heard a little bit of it, but I don't want to give too much away, so I want to let you tell them about it.
It's just basically it's just us showing what we can do. The mixtape it's called The Mind of a Young and Educated, and that's basically what it is. It's us like showing what we can do with our minds, and you know, we're all young and we all feel like we're educated, so we just we're trying to showcase our talents through the mixtape. It's gonna be our first mixtape as a group, so we're all excited for that. You know, as I said before, Elements released a couple mixtapes but he's, the latest one being Under Whiny. JT's released a mixtape Under Whiny, but we really want to just be able to show what everybody in the group can do. And so that's basically what the mixtape is going to do. It's going to show all of our talents at once.
It's everybody finally coming together for one main project instead of, everybody has their little things out there now, but it's that big project for everybody to see exactly what you guys are capable of.
Exactly.
So how long would you say that you guys have been working on the mixtape?
Mixtape's been in the works for quite some time now, actually. It's probably been, let's say, 8 months we've been working on it, just because we want to get it. We don't want to put anything out that's average.
Yeah.
We want to make sure it's
nothing less than perfect.
Right, exactly. The idea came to us to release a collaboration mixtape. We met with a website called WeDoItForTheLoveOfMusic.com. They're great people, and we met with them, and they basically suggested, along with J Mike, a local artist. He was also in the meeting, and he said basically, why don't you guys put out a mixtape together as one instead of doing solo projects, because the way they say it is, and it makes sense. If you have a group of people and you're all putting out solo projects, everybody in the group is going to push it, but the one person who's putting it out is going to push it harder.
Of course.
So you've got all of your people on one mixtape, everybody's going to push it equally as hard. So it's going to reach more people that way. And that's basically what we're trying to do, just reach out and show everybody what we can do, and, build our fan base.
Definitely. But it does make sense, because when everybody's working separately, it's not always together. You gotta, especially in a team, you gotta do something together to really solidify yourself. Because
everybody's gonna still be focused on their own project. We're pushing for the other person in our group, but at the same time we gotta work on our thing.
Yeah.
So we're all working on one thing. We can all push that.
Yeah, definitely, and that's gonna build the fan base for everybody, not just one specific person. So that's always good. So where did you guys get the inspirations for the mixtape from? Like, was it personal experiences, or what kind of music are you trying to put out there? Like,
some of the songs is gonna be like something from, something that people feel, and some of them is just, we're in the studio and we're like, oh, let's go with this. We hear a sound and we're like, oh, let's use that. So some of it's just like spur of the moment. Some of it's just like, like planned out. Especially the solo tracks are more like, from within, like what people are feeling, what people are doing. And the tracks that are gonna be more like with group oriented are more just like, we're all in the studio, and then we hear a sound, oh, let's use this. Just
vibing off of each other, jumping off of each other.
Right, exactly.
Making something great.
The single off the mixtape, actually, The Team, you can go check that out now on our SoundCloud. I'll tell you the link later. It was actually, that's the first song we did off the mixtape, and we were just in the studio, and our producer Falco, he's just messing with the keyboard, like messing with different sounds, and he just played something, and me and Kavai, we heard it, and it kind of, we were like, go back to that, and he went back to it, and it worked. So we used that, and that's probably one of my favorite songs off the mixtape.
Yeah, definitely.
Just because all of us, that's the first song we did as a group, and all
I think
of us
everybody's on
contributed.
It. Yeah.
Right.
Because I heard it, and I could hear so many different voices, and it's good. It's just I heard so many different people, so I could tell that represented you guys as a whole. Like, that is your song. Like, that's gonna be the top one that I think that you guys should push, because everybody's on it. So, and what was your role specifically on the CD?
Mostly, I'm just in there, listening to sounds, like figuring things out. This track Hurricane and Bars, I came up with a concept for that one. That's an Element and Kavai track. They're kind of going back and forth on it. I love that track too. There's not a track on the mixtape that I don't like.
Yeah, of course.
Just because
it's your baby.
It might be biased, but I just feel like we've got such a great talent, like a combined talent, that it's just, I don't see like how there can be a bad track on it.
You have a lot of diversity, and it's a lot of different people, so you can play off of each other, and then try something new that you guys haven't tried before. And it's a good mix, I would say.
A lot of different sounds, a lot of different things on the mixtape to just let people know what we're about. And but I'm also on a couple tracks, but I mostly wanted to just get this done, especially with the people who rap more, because I've kind of taken a backseat to rapping. I do here and there, but once we start getting bigger, I'll get back to it. But for right now, my main focus is to push everybody else.
Just to manage everything,
right?
And focus on the team,
right? Exactly.
So would this be your first time being featured on a mixtape as a rapper, or have you done other work?
On a mixtape, yeah, I've done singles, but I've never been on a mixtape or anything like that. I've just released a couple tracks, but that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Nice. Would you say that the mixtape, has a specific message, or it's just for everybody?
I feel like anybody can listen to it. Whether you like hip hop or not. I feel like our sound is very diverse to the point where people who like different types of music, whether it be rock or another type of genre, can just listen to it and vibe to it. Just be like, just sit back and just listen to what we put out. I've got people who do like rock and just listen to rock, don't really listen to hip hop, and they've heard and they like it. So I feel like it's a mixtape for everybody. That anybody can listen to it and really just connect or listen to it. Especially some of the messages and some of the songs, people can really look at it and be like,
and connect to it.
Yeah,
feel it. Definitely. So is there anything else you want to say about the mixtape? I think we covered pretty much everything.
Yeah. February 26th. All I can say is go get it. It'll be on Hot New Hip Hop for sure. Probably on Dat Piff. The links will be all over our social networks. So.
And I'll of course post the link here and everything too. So definitely. So be on the lookout for that. Okay. So before we go, let everybody know how they can contact you guys. And once again, how to get the mixtape, just in case you've forgotten those last 2 seconds.
There's Facebook, facebook.com/youngandeducated, SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/youngandeducated. We have our Twitter. It's at Y&E Records. It's going to be spelled out YANDE Records. My personal Twitter is Kevin YND, also spelled out Kevin YANDE. That's really the ways to contact us or look for our music. Also the mixtape, The Mind of a Young and Educated, it'll be out February 26th. Hot New Hip Hop it'll be on. And like I said, if you follow us on Twitter or follow our Facebook page, the links will be all over there. So you can check that out also.
Well, I want to thank you for coming up and definitely for promoting the mixtape. So everybody remember, February 26th, go get the mixtape. It's worth it, trust me. I heard a little bit of it. I can't wait. So bye.
Thank you for having me.
Got a tool, not a monkey wrench. I made it hit up your gear, end your career. Forget 2012, the ending is here. Lyrical bullet to your noggin, bitch. Niggas be sweeter than eggnog and shit. I don't care if you got something to say. You get cut off like Udonis Haskins braids. That was a very good line, and it sound dope cause the flow is on time. If you thinking I can't blow your dome, I'll fuck around and put a hole in your mind. Nobody focuses I, nobody focuses we. All I can do is just win. I put that on my whole team. I just needed time. I don't need a front. Hey.